Can money truly buy happiness? It's a question that resonates across socioeconomic boundaries, yet the answer often eludes us. Contrary to popular belief, $1 million paycheck doesn't come with a problem-free pass. While the wealthy may face some unique challenges like being snubbed from an exclusive Ferrari club or unwittingly harming coral reefs with a massive yacht, the struggles of the rich can be surprisingly relatable. According to therapists, those at the top of the financial ladder often grapple with feelings of isolation, depression, and paranoia, emotions that many of us know all too well. As Paul Hochmeyer, a clinical psychotherapist specializing in ultra-wealthy clients, notes, most people can't understand how rich people can have problems. They dismiss rich people's mental health concerns as insignificant and of diminished importance. So, why do the wealthy find themselves battling a mental health crisis? Let's unravel the complexities of wealth and well-being together. Number 1. Feelings of isolation. For those basking in the glow of wealth, a shadow often looms: chronic isolation. Wealthy individuals find themselves in a unique, rarefied environment, where connections with others are few and far between. Amanda Foxon, a seasoned psychotherapist specializing in wealth counseling, highlights a disconcerting reality. Many affluent individuals grapple with doubts about whether others appreciate them for their genuine selves or merely their riches. The perception of being lucky and happy can mask deeper struggles, as the super-rich navigate a complex emotional landscape filled with grief, trauma, and the pressures of financial legacy. Hochmeyer, a prominent therapist, underscores that with wealth comes the heavy burden of expectation. These individuals often feel the weight of public scrutiny regarding their spending habits and philanthropic choices. The desire to leave a meaningful legacy can exacerbate feelings of loneliness, as the rich ponder not just how they will be remembered, but also who will genuinely care for them. Number 2. Paranoia and distrust. Alongside isolation, the affluent frequently confront a pervasive sense of paranoia and distrust. In a world where wealth elevates social status, those without it often seek relationships with the rich as potential pathways to power. This dynamic can distort personal connections, turning relationships into transactions rather than genuine bonds. Hochmeyer observes that affluent clients are often overwhelmed by a barrage of requests, leading them to question the authenticity of those around them. As relationships become transactional, feelings of suspicion grow, complicating the landscape of intimacy. Wealthy individuals may grapple with the fear that partners or friends are drawn to their financial status rather than their true selves. This anxiety can strain romantic relationships, where financial disparities lead to feelings of being used or mistrust, with one partner potentially labeled a gold digger by others. Number 3. Distorted sense of purpose. The journey to wealth can shape an individual's psyche in profound ways, revealing a stark contrast between those who have earned their riches and those who have stumbled upon them through inheritance or unexpected windfalls. According to psychotherapist Mike Hochmeyer, individuals who forge their wealth possess a powerful internal locus of control. They take pride in steering their own lives and believe they can replicate their success if they ever lose it. In contrast, sudden wealth can lead to a perplexing identity crisis. Those who inherit fortunes may grapple with the meaning of their new status and wealth, often feeling unmoored and uncertain about their place in the world. Psychotherapist Amy Foxon captures this struggle perfectly. When work ceases to define you, how do you find purpose? Do you risk becoming a mere dollar sign, disconnected from your former identity? Wealth, after all, does not fulfill the fundamental human need for meaning and connection. Number 4. Substance and alcohol abuse among wealthy teens. The shadow of affluence looms large over the mental health of young people in wealthy families. Studies reveal that these children experience anxiety levels 20 to 30% higher than their less affluent peers. Substance and alcohol abuse are alarmingly prevalent in affluent teens, accompanied by high rates of depression, anxiety, and other troubling behaviors. What lies beneath this disturbing trend? Wealth often comes with unrealistic expectations for success, leaving kids under immense pressure from parents, coaches, and social circles to excel academically and socially. Many wealthy youth experience isolation, as their busy parents prioritize careers over family time. The absence of boundaries leads to a life where no is rarely heard, and access to drugs and alcohol is alarmingly easy. Moreover, the obsession with material wealth can overshadow essential human connections, while peer pressure heightens the importance of appearance and success. Sociologist Annette LaRoe's research sheds light on these dynamics in her book Unequal Childhoods. She contrasts the parenting styles of affluent families, characterized by concerted cultivation, with those from working-class backgrounds, which embrace a philosophy of natural growth. In wealthy households, the relentless pursuit of skill acquisition often eclipses fundamental needs, leaving affluent youth devoid of essential life skills and the capacity for genuine connections. In her follow-up studies, LaRoe found that the working-class boy possessed practical skills that the affluent adolescent lacked, illustrating how wealth can inadvertently stifle personal growth and emotional resilience. Number 5. The dysfunctional wealthy family. Wealth can often disguise deep-seated dysfunction within families. While not all affluent households are troubled, many struggle under the weight of absent parents, either lost in their demanding careers or swept away by the allure of social events. Those who don't work, often mothers, juggle a schedule filled with beauty appointments and social engagements, prioritizing appearances over meaningful family connections. In these households, children frequently rely on nannies or housekeepers for care, often sent away to prestigious boarding schools. While these institutions promise elite education, they can inadvertently inflict significant psychological harm. Research has shown that many boarding school graduates carry scars from experiences that leave lasting emotional trauma. Sunia Luther, a professor emerita at Columbia University, examines this phenomenon in her work, The Culture of Affluence. Her findings highlight a troubling pattern. The pressures to succeed and the emotional distance from parents lead to heightened risks of substance abuse, anxiety, and depression among affluent youth, issues exacerbated by the isolating environment of boarding schools. Number 6. The pursuit of further wealth. For many wealthy individuals, the pursuit of additional riches becomes an all-consuming obsession. Ashley Whillans, a Harvard behavioral scientist, labels this phenomenon the toxic money mindset. She reveals that those already in the lap of luxury often prioritize financial gain over personal fulfillment, neglecting the value of time in favor of accumulating wealth. Surveys conducted by Whillans indicate that the affluent focus excessively on monetary success at the expense of happiness. In stark contrast, studies show that those who prioritize time over wealth enjoy richer relationships, deeper social connections, and increased job satisfaction. In the high-stakes world of the wealthy, the benchmarks for success continually shift, leading to relentless comparisons. Questions about how many millions are enough haunt affluent circles, where money equates to status. This culture of competition breeds anxiety and insecurity, as the fear of losing wealth and power takes a toll on mental health, leaving many feeling trapped in a cycle of stress and dissatisfaction. Number 7. Moral entitlement, less empathy. Psychologists have identified a concerning personality profile among billionaires known as the dark triad, encompassing Machiavellianism, psychopathy, and narcissism. Research reveals that ultra-wealthy individuals often exhibit tendencies like self-promotion, emotional detachment, and a propensity for unethical behavior. This lack of compassion is particularly striking. Studies indicate that the affluent frequently struggle to empathize with others, displaying behaviors that can be cold and even cruel. An infamous example lies in the exclusive Billionaire Club at Oxford University, where members were notorious for bullying and vandalism in the 1980s. Interestingly, studies suggest that individuals from lower socioeconomic backgrounds tend to be more adept at interpreting facial expressions, a crucial component of empathy. Research by psychologists Paul Piff and Dr. Keltner from the University of California, Berkeley, reveals a startling trend. As wealth and power increase, the ability to empathize diminishes significantly. Number 8. The rich kid's curse of affluenza. The phenomenon of affluenza came to the forefront in 2013 when affluent teenager 𝐬𝐿 killed 4 people while driving intoxicated. During his trial, a psychologist attributed his reckless behavior to affluenza, describing it as a sense of irresponsibility stemming from excessive wealth. 𝐿's upbringing in a privileged environment fostered a distorted sense of entitlement, allowing him to evade accountability for his actions. His defense team emphasized his sheltered upbringing, where consequences were virtually non-existent. The court's leniency was glaring. Instead of facing prison time, 𝐽 was sentenced to rehabilitation and probation, a stark contrast to what would likely have happened had he come from a less affluent background. 𝐽's tumultuous family dynamics further illuminate the issue. His parents, embroiled in a tumultuous relationship that culminated in divorce, contributed to Ethan's chaotic upbringing. A social worker noted the codependent relationship between Ethan and his mother and remarked on the detrimental effects of parental involvement in adult matters on his development. Research underscores that affluence poses risks in adolescent development, impacting values, parenting styles, and interpersonal relationships, factors that were undeniably present in Ethan 𝐽's life. We've uncovered some surprising truths that challenge the notion that money equates to happiness. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more engaging content. Remember, wealth may come with its own set of problems, but understanding them is the first step toward addressing the mental health issues that affect us all. See you next time.